Hi, this is Munson from Munson Music, and we're going to talk real quickly about how to strum a song called Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show and Bob Dylan. And it's basically going to start on a G major chord. We're going to have the first finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the thick E on the 3rd fret, and third finger is going to go on the high E on the 3rd fret for a G major. Then we're going to go to a D major, which is kind of like a little triangle. You got 1 on the G on the 2nd fret, 2 on the skinny E on the 2nd fret, and 3 is going to go on the B on the 3rd fret. And for the D chord, if you strum the top 4 strings, like just the D, G, B, E, that'll get you the clearest sound with that chord. Then from there, we're going to go to E minor, which you put first finger on the A on the 2nd fret, 2 is going to go on the D on the 2nd fret. For an E minor chord, and you can strum all the strings with that chord. And then we're going to go to a C chord, a C major chord. So we're going to take first finger on the B string on the 1st fret, 2 is going to go on the D string on the 2nd fret, and 3 is going to go on the A string on the 3rd fret. Now, a little trick here real quick between the E minor and the C, you could actually leave the 2nd finger down, which is called a guide finger, so that way you don't have to worry about moving the 2nd finger between the E minor and the C chord. So you could actually just kind of go from the E minor where 1's on the A, and then 1 will go to the B on the 1st fret, 3 will get added in on the A on the 3rd fret. So basically that's the first part of the chord progression for Wagon Wheel. You've got G, and then a D, and then an E minor, and then a C. And then the second time through, we're gonna kind of mix that up a little bit. We're gonna do G, and then the D, and go straight to C major, and then do another C major. So one really easy way to do that song would be using a 4/4 strum pattern, and one of my favorites is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you could do that strum pattern on each of these chords. So we have the G with a down, down, up, down, D with a down, down, up, down, E minor with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, up, down, D with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down. Now those are the chords that you're kind of thinking, but if we want to actually play along with the recording, Wagon Wheel is what's called, really in the key of A major. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the capo, and if you have a capo at home, you would put this on 2nd fret, and basically think those same chords that we were just doing, but now our G is really an A chord, our D is really an E chord, our E minor is really an F sharp minor, and our C is really a D chord. But you could think the same chords that we were just doing, just using the capo. So we got G with a down, down, up, down, D with a down, down, up, down, E minor with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, up, down, D with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down, C with a down, down, up, down, up. Now with chords, a lot of times you have something called a root and a fifth of a chord. Like G, if G is the root of a chord, and you counted up G through the music alphabet, A, B, C, D, F, G, where it starts over, you'd have G, A, B, C, D would be what we call the fifth. So on the G chord, sometimes if you wanted to do something more traditional country and kind of double the bass player in the chart, you could do what I call a country strum pattern, which is a bass, a root, down, up, fifth, down, up. So what you do is on the G chord, you'll be doing low E string, and then a down, up, and then playing the D string, which is the fifth of that chord, and then a down. So for every G, you go bass on the low E, down, up, D string for the bass, down, up, low E for the bass, down, up, D string for the bass, down, up, low E for the bass, down, up, D for the bass, down, up, low E for the bass, down, up, D for the bass. So that's what we would do for the G chord. For the D chord, if D was number 1, D, E, F, G, A is the fifth, and so on the D chord, you do the D string first, and then a down, up, and then the A string, and then a down, up. So we have D string, down, up, A string, down, up, D string, down, up, A string, down, up. Then on the E minor, for an E chord, E, F, G, A, B is the fifth, and we'd find that note on the A string on the 2nd fret. So we'd be going low E bass, and then down up on the A string for the bass, down up. So we got low E, down, up, A string, down, up, low E, down, up, A string for all the E minors. And then for the C chord, you could do the A string for the bass, which is where the C note actually is. And if we took the 3rd finger and moved the 3rd finger on the C chord to the low E string, that would give us a G, because we got C, D, E, F, G as the fifth. So you'd be going low E, or I'm sorry, A string for the bass, and then move the 3rd finger to the low E for the 3rd for the bass. So no 3rd fret, it's just you'd be going between the A string bass, and then a low E bass, A string bass, goes that strum pattern through it. We got the low E, or we got the G chord, so we got low E bass, down a D string bass. On the D we got the D bass and then an A bass. On the E minor we got low E bass and then an A string bass, and then on the C we got the C on the A, and then we go to the low E on the third, and then we got G with the low E bass, D string for the bass, D chord for the D bass, and then the A bass, and then on the C chord we'd be going to the A string for the bass, and then move into the low E on the third, and A strings, moving to the low E on the third. Work your way through Wagon Wheel with kind of adding in the country bass. So on the G we got low E bass, and then D string. On the D we got the D, and then the A. On the E minor we got the low E and the A, and then on the A or C we got the A and then the low E. On the G we got the low E and then the D string. On the D we got the D and then the A, and then on the C we got the C or the A string, low E, A string, low E string. But like I said before, you really could just work just the down, down, up, two, and that would be another way to do it. So whatever is easier for you, depending on what your goal is, to try and add the voice to it or not. But so with the G, now another trick for complete beginners is you might want to just do downs on those a lot. So you could do the down on the G, down on the D, down on the E minor, down on the C, just to get used to the left hand, kind of concentrate on that. Something else you could do is like you could even just take the open strings and work just the down, down, up, just to kind of drill that strum pattern. Down, down, up, because the root down up, fifth down up though is so chord specific, I would really recommend trying that on each chord a lot.